Welcome back. You are tuned into The Agenda. Now, Dr. Sanele, a visionary leader and founder of Ilada Holdings, is making a profound impact through personal development and training services. These are aimed at transforming lives. Now, specializing in life and career coaching, skills development, and educational talks, Dr. Sanele is also an accomplished author dedicated to inspiring change through the initiative #Matric Ungazibulali, loosely translated as Matric, Don't Take Your Life. Now, Ilada Holdings is leveraging technology to connect with Matric learners who are struggling with depression due to their academic results. He joins us now in studio. Doc, it's always great to chat with you. Welcome to the program.
Welcome, my brother, and compliments. Do we still have to say compliments?
No, still safe. We're still safe for that.
Okay, compliments of the new year, my brother.
Yeah. So let's start at what inspired you to start Ilada Holdings, especially when you, I've seen you've been busy over the past couple of days. Why start this initiative?
Basically, Ilada Holdings, which is the personal development and training company, it's a company that runs personal development for young people, particularly. But the #Matric Ungazibulali campaign, I think the need for support for young people, drawing from my own journey after I saw reports in the media that young people are struggling to cope with receiving matric results, whether they passed or they passed not very well or they failed. So I thought, let me go back and share my journey, and also through the media, when I started, share my journey of finishing my first matric and going back and doing grade 10 twice, grade 11 twice, and grade 12 twice. And today, I'm a doctor, I'm a lecturer at the University of Johannesburg. So I think for me, it was just encouraging our young people to say it's not over if you don't make it in matric.
So you say that you have used your own personal lived experiences to curtail this program, as it may, to help other young people there who've went through what you have went through at some point as well. Just talk to us about some of the experiences on the ground right now with some of the people that you have been interacting with.
It has been an interesting moment of celebration. Of course, our young people have done well, and I want to congratulate them, Mxolisi, for doing us proud. But of course, yesterday I was talking to your colleague, a daughter of your colleague, I'm not going to mention name, who was telling me, Malum Sanele, I'm frustrated, I have passed, but there is that age of, I want to know whether I have been accepted. So there are different issues that are happening. There are those that are crying, Sanele, I didn't make it, what should I do? There are those that are saying, I have passed, but I didn't pass well. There are those that are saying, I have passed, but I'm still waiting to hear whether the University of Johannesburg, for example, has accepted my application. So the mood on the ground, it's still, a little bit rough, if I may put it in that way. And, young people should wait, Mxolisi, because universities and institutions of higher learning are still accepting them this week. So they mustn't take it too hard.
And here's the thing, we're not just by ourselves these days. We have technology that is also coming into the fray. Let's talk about the role that technology has played, because I think I've looked at your page and I've seen how you're also leveraging on technology and its uses.
Indeed. I mean, I'm excited. I just launched my new podcast called Educate Africa with Dr. Sanele Gamede, using technology to inspire, share information and educate young people. But when it comes to the #Matric Ungazibulali campaign, when we started, I used the media to engage with young people. But as time went on, from 2019 to now, I started using social media. I started using technology to actually have coaching sessions, talk to young people, invite young people into a live session where on Facebook I'm live and I'm talking to them, hosting different people to talk to young people, masterclasses and all of that. So technology has played a big role in reaching someone who's far, even in deep rural areas nowadays. You have connection. I just had a coaching session with someone from Nkandla, and I was appreciating the fact that even in Nkandla, the network coverage is there, and it's quite interesting. So I have used technology, and I wish young people can leverage on that.
And here's the thing, I think what also gives us joy is that we're seeing some of those results are also improving in our rural areas as well. But
Indeed.
also talk to us about how do you use some of those tools that you have at your disposal to reach out to learners in distress?
I mean, beside the telephonic conversation, you are now able to have Teams meetings, Zoom meetings, SADC, which is another stakeholder that we work with in this campaign, has availed themselves. They have a WhatsApp line where someone can confidentially talk to a professional individual. So we are making sure that there is no limit to someone who probably will say, I don't have airtime to call and share my stress. Now you can talk to someone in a private chat, and young people should explore that. We have a group on Facebook. It's called #Matric support group, where young people can actually post and say, hey guys, I'm stressed, I'm looking for this, what can I do next, and all of that. So you don't even have to talk to that person, you just need to comment and share details, and then that person is helped.
Yeah, that's inspiring, but just how do you also measure the success or to the extent of all these interventions that you have put in place to say, yeah, this one has worked and maybe we need a bit of improvement on this one?
I was hoping you are not going to ask that question because it's a tricky one to do the follow-up. But of course, what we rely on, number one, is the feedback from young people online. But what we did last year, particularly, we had the Breathe and Grow mentorship program. We mentored young people from 8 provinces in the country using mentors, which were ambassadors when we started the year, like now. And then we converted some of the ambassadors to mentors, which mentored the young people that have failed, who are upgrading their results, and also mentored young people in general in their respective communities. So through reports, monthly reports and monthly meetings with those ambassadors and mentors in the respective provinces, we were able to gather, and we had over 200 mentors across the country. We had over 1,500 mentees, and we are working with the Department of Basic Education Second Chance Matric program to ensure that these young people go and study and upgrade and improve their results. But we need help, Mxolisi, I must indicate, and we are calling to many young people out there and people that are willing to become ambassadors and wear this beautiful t-shirt. I've said I will wear it throughout the month. I don't know how am I going to do it, just to show support to our young people.
And here's the thing, Dr. Gamede, suicide among matric learners is a very sensitive topic. And we've seen the statistics over and over. Just how do you, drive the message home that this is clearly not the end of the road? There's a silver lining at the end of the day.
Of course, ours is to ensure that we go out there and say, young person, draw from experiences of different people that we have asked to share their testimonials. I mean, I had my daughter from my wife's side, Usisi of my wife had a daughter we took as our daughter. We said to her, go back to school full time. She passed, she had beautiful results, and she's happy. So we go out there and we preach one message. It's not the end of the road. Draw from these experiences of others. And of course, because we are not saying a #Matric as in literally don't kill yourself. We are also saying don't kill your dreams, because there's a young person who probably has received H or failed dismally and will say, you know what, I just give up with this whole education thing. So we are saying don't kill those dreams as a young person.
And here's the thing also, Doc, I think it's not just only about this moment where we hail the great results as well, but it's also a matter of preparation. And preparation is something that happens all year round.
Yeah.
Just how do we start building those foundations? How do we start building those blocks to propel these young people to reach for greater heights?
I think your sister radio station spoke about how we need to ensure that we mentor these young people as early as you are saying, because they need the soft skills. And I'm calling upon everyone to say, let us support. I mean, the Breathe and Grow mentorship program is trying to give these life skills to these young people throughout the year, so that we don't talk about #ungazibulali, but we are not doing anything throughout the year. We are not supporting these learners. We are not helping them see the bigger picture, because I think one of the reasons why young people in colleges will fail is because they don't know why they shouldn't fail. They don't know why they should pass. So if you help a young person discover their purpose, discover what they want to be, it's easy for them to wake up in the morning, as from today when schools are opening up until they write their exam.
And I think you'd also agree that it's never a one-size-fits-all approach.
Yeah.
You know, there must be a tailor-made solution for each and every learner. Just how do you ensure that all these young people get the support, the individual support that they need?
Yeah, I think you are right, because we can talk rhetoric sometimes on social media and say, hey, wake up. Some young person wants to wake up, but he or she is struggling. So what we then introduce, which we are struggling to sustain, and I feel like I need to say that we are struggling to sustain the ambassadorship, the mentorship, which what we were doing, we were trying to make sure that a mentor sits with 10 young people in Watabega, in KZN, in Soshanguve, and have those young people sit with the mentor, so that becomes a tailored thing with me and Mxolisi telling me what is he going through, either than when we meet maybe online in a workshop where we just talk about time management. But I will sit with Mxolisi practically. So we are calling, I will keep on saying this, because we want to keep these programs running, but realistically, they need sustainability. They need someone to take care of them.
Right, Dr. Sanele Gamede, listen, thank you so much. Always great chatting. Thank you for joining us right here on the agenda and having this conversation with us right here on the program.
Thank you so much. I think it was a beautiful agenda.
Right, of course, that is Dr. Sanele Gamede joining us there, sharing his insights. Thank you very much indeed.